Gee, we're go time. Baby.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Go time here.
Hi, people.
What's okay, please, can you there's 2 digits I'm seeing on your beverage.
Yeah. My cappuccino.
Yeah, and then the other one I'm seeing the top the cap there. What is that? Oh, that explains it.
We're on a number 10, people.
Oh my God.
Yep, the more Trump screws up, the higher the number gets.
Oh my God, buddy. Good morning, G.
Good morning. How is everybody?
Happy Thursday. G's with me. Rex is going to be with me tomorrow. He's going to join in with us in just a second here.
Hey, question.
Yeah, please.
Question.
Please ask me.
You look about as bad as last time.
I think I look pretty damn good.
What's with the eyebrows?
What's the matter with you?
They're a little bushy. Bushy. You want me to trim those for you?
Would you do that?
Dude, I could do anything. Yeah. Although I love your shirt.
Thank you.
Yeah. People, 1 star. Clearly, we're saying something this morning. 10 drops and 1 star for people.
Listen, I know you're not going to put the bumper sticker on your car that says "People suck," but
no, I put the bumper sticker on that says "I can't people today." And when my grandkids come over, I said, I can't kids today either.
Oh, my goodness. Good morning, Becky and Glenn.
Becky, good morning. How are you?
Just some good people that are tuned in this morning.
Yeah, I haven't been on in a couple of weeks.
I know.
It's
been a little bit of, I'm not trying to boost your head or anything. I mean, it's a little bit of G withdrawal.
Yeah, it was a little bit of aired out withdrawal for me too. But last week you were doing that Washington County thing.
Yes.
And then the week before,
Peerpalooza.
Where was I the week before? Was it me or you?
It was you. You were in North Carolina.
Oh, blame me. Okay.
How is your sunburn, by the way?
That was total bullshit. Just to clarify, yeah. Show everybody your face as you're doing that. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, here's my face.
No, bullshit.
No, I'm
you were
serious.
hysterical laughing. That wasn't even
laughing?
a picture of me. I got no sunburn.
You got a horrible sunburn.
I did not.
Jed called me from the medical center. You were in the ER.
You're a chronic liar today. First of all, it rained half the time, but it was warm rain. And the other half of time, Jed was the one who went down to the water by the beach and everything. I stayed up because I don't get sand in my toes or anything like that.
Oh, my good
But yeah,
God.
but there was no sunburn. But thanks for asking. For there to be a sunburn, it would have meant that I was shirtless. And I never, at my age, you don't go shirtless. No, not out in public.
Have you ever seen me shirtless?
Too many times. Please, the other day, I was driving by and you lifted your shirt all the way up so I could see that stomach in public on Main Street.
It's getting hairier, and I don't know why.
You're growing up.
No, I don't know if it's like I'm going through puberty or what's happening here, but it's
Right, you're growing up. Your body is finally catching up.
It's finally, and I'm like, I'm 54 now, G.
I know.
And I'm looking down, and I'm like, why?
Really?
Why now? Why am I getting all this hair now?
Because you're going to dye a woolly bear.
Is this a hormonal thing?
I don't know.
What's going on with me?
I don't know. I don't know.
It makes me want to cry.
Oh, stop. Wow, you're out of control. We haven't even started the topics and you're already out of control.
Man, I have so much to talk with you about.
Yeah.
So much to
And
talk with you
such
about.
limited time.
I know.
Would everybody like to see like a 2-hour podcast with you and I at night sometime?
At nighttime?
Yeah, we would be so, instead of watching TV.
Can I just tell you, I need to come over to your house soon and have a cappuccino. Here's why. Every morning I get up, and I hope Sherilyn's not listening because she'll take offense to this.
Yeah.
I take the same shitty coffee. Okay? That's not shitty coffee. That's actually really good coffee.
Well,
And I put it in the coffee maker, and I hit the thing, and the
that's lovely.
and I have just a regular cup of coffee.
Yeah.
You come in here this morning
Yeah.
with your $10,000 cappuccino maker that you have at home. Yeah, show that.
It's not a $10,000 cappuccino machine. It's simply an espresso machine. You can get them for like $200.
Really?
I'm getting you one for Christmas with the frother.
Please.
Yeah, and I'm going to show you how to use it once, and you will never drink gross coffee again.
Wow.
And then after I use the frother and all that stuff, then I put a little cinnamon on top
Oh, it's amazing.
and mix it in. Well, you took a couple of sips.
You know what Sherilyn's saying right now?
What?
JD, you're being so gay. What?
She and I talk about that a lot, and she's like, G,
Yeah.
let's be honest.
Okay. Let's be honest.
Let's be honest. He's got a little gay in him. A little. Not a little. A little gay. And I said, no, he does not. She's like, gee. And I was like, he's got a lot of gay in him. Oh, good Lord.
What am I? Am I metrosexual? What am I?
I don't believe in titles. So you're you.
Okay.
And whatever works for you. You know, it's funny because I met somebody years and years and years ago.
Okay.
And his name is Jed. And we're going on 30 plus years now.
My God.
Yeah.
That you've been together that long.
Yeah. I think it's 31 now or something. But anyway, I asked him, I says, are you gay? Are you straight? He says, I'm me.
Ooh.
And when the person I meet hits my heart, I don't care if it's a male or a female, as long as I'm in love. And I happen to be that guy.
Wow.
Yeah. So
And
when
that
somebody
was-
says, oh, you have a husband? You're gay? He's like, I have a husband and I'm me.
That was 30 years ago?
31 years ago. Yeah.
31.
Yeah.
So during that time, it's impossible to be with anyone that long totally impossible, without some real life events,
Right.
deaths,
Yep.
births, happy,
Yep.
sad,
Yep.
angry, hardships.
Yep.
Have you had a couple of good monster fights?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we had one once that at the end of it, I got in my truck and I left, and he thought I left him.
Yeah.
So when I turned around and finally came back, because I just need, sometimes when you get into that fight that things are said that you're never going to take back.
Yeah.
you need to step away. So I just said, you know what? Screw this. I'm out. And I got in my truck and I left.
Yeah.
And when I came back a little bit while later, he was on the phone with his mom telling her that I had left him. And I was like, I did not leave you. And he thought that I had left. That's how bad the fight was.
Wow.
But I mean, people are people, you know, and they're going to have opinions. And sometimes that opinion explodes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that's just the way it is. But we've had some awesome times, and we've had some. I mean, there was a time at the beginning that Jed and I were basically going into the couch looking for change just to be able to buy something. And, you know, we worked hard together. I supported him while he was taking classes to further his education in computers. And he's supported me through so many things. Lee's passing, my kids growing up, he was there as if he was the dad himself. And he always tells people, like at work, oh, my daughter did this or my son did that. Because as far as he's concerned, after 30 years, he's earned the right to be the parent also.
Wow.
So, yeah, so we've gone through a lot of stuff. And I'll tell you one thing, the way that he proposed to me was absolutely priceless.
Can you share?
Yeah. Yeah. He was looking for an engagement ring for me, and he finally found one. And he invited me. There was this place in Vegas called Mariposa. It was a cafe.
Okay.
And a lot of the LGBTQ community came to that cafe.
Yeah.
And so he said to me, oh, meet me at Mariposa about, I think it was like 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. So I was doing my thing all day. I was actually out with Lee, my ex-wife, the mother of my kids, and she and I stayed best friends. So, you know, we were out shopping and stuff.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Some people are listening to this going, whoa, what was that?
Yeah, my ex-wife, Lee.
What?
She and I were best friends before we got married.
You said wife?
Yes. We were best friends before we got married. So when I went through my transition from the straight community to the gay community, whatever you want to call it, and I air quote it because you shouldn't title anything, she was very supportive, very. And we stayed best friends.
How long were you with Lee for?
Oh, gosh. I don't even know, 10 years, 12 years.
Okay,
something
long
like
time.
that. Yeah. And so we were out shopping, and I said to her, I have to get home. I have to change. I have to be down at Mariposa. She's like, okay. So she dropped me off, and I did my business, getting ready and stuff. And I went down to Mariposa, and when I got there, the parking lot was empty. And I was like, what in Christ is happening here? And right next to Mariposa was this beautiful boardwalk on like a big pond, a big lake, a mini lake.
Yeah.
So I was walking around, and then Lee showed up. She was there, which I didn't expect her to be, and she said, this way, go out onto the deck. And I went back there, and there was Jed in a full suit. He was in a suit, okay? This is a place you show up in jeans or whatever. He was in a full suit.
What?
And I was like, what's going on? And my kids were there. Our friends were there. Lee was there. And he got on his knee, and he asked me to marry him. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? Yeah, so it was the cutest way. I mean, he's younger than me, so it was really cute to see him do that.
Dude, that's amazing.
Yeah, it was a nice, very nice.
30 years ago.
31 years, yeah. Yeah. It's
Anybody-
time to trade him in for a new model.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
Anybody that can be together that long is that's remarkable, man.
But yeah, I mean, nobody. You just have to accept the other person for who they are.
Listen, we're going to shift gears here and
Yes.
bring Rex
Yes.
on because there's listen, the place to be tomorrow night if you are in Central Vermont. And you're stuck put here. You're not going anywhere this weekend. You're right close by. The place to be tomorrow night is Gustos. And Rex, please tell us why.
Okay, so Gustos. Hey, thanks for having me, JD. I'm taking a little bit of time. I'm getting ready to hop in an excavator here and hook up some plumbing here. But after we get done that, and I'm trying to get this done really quick, but as soon as that's done, I am heading to Andover, Massachusetts. Chris Peral is fighting the main event for the title on UFC Fight Pass. So if you have a subscription to UFC Fight Pass, you can watch it for free right on UFC Fight Pass. So I go with Josh Dickinson down at Gusto's. I was like, why don't we have a watch party? So Friday night, Gusto's is going to have the UFC Fight Pass fight with Chris Peral on all 12 TVs down there.
Oh my
You
God.
can go down and, yeah, man, how fucking cool is that? You go down and have some drinks and watch some fights right at Gusto's.
And Chris is the main event, man. This is unbelievable, Rex.
Oh, yeah, no fucking around here. This guy he lost a split decision on the UFC Contender Series. Yeah, no, this is no joke. This is the number 2 ranked guy in the fucking East Coast, man. Wow. He already beat up the number 1 guy in the Northeast and knocked him out in 18 seconds.
Unreal. I mean, I just, what is he saying? I mean, I know Chris you were hoping to maybe get a little
Chris
interview.
Is saying absolutely fucking nothing except get the fuck away from me before I tear your head off, because he's doing a weight cut right now and he's a miserable human being.
I feel sorry for his girlfriend.
Yeah.
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 Get the fuck away from me!
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, those guys are losing. Like, I went in yesterday. He was doing his final cut, and he's like, "Oh, I'm great." I was like, "How much do you have to lose till tomorrow?" He goes, "Oh, I'm right on point. I only got the last 15 pounds to go."
Nice.
You guys are worried about weight loss, losing 15 pounds in months. This kid's doing it overnight.
Do they wear rubber
15
suits?
pounds.
Do they wear like the rubber body suits and stuff to sweat it off?
No, we have saunas.
Oh, okay.
We have actual saunas. We have 3 mobile saunas.
How
in the
come
gym.
I've never been invited to go in the sauna?
You can. You can.
Because you don't come to Granite City MMA.
Yeah.
You never invited me.
The members.
Oh, you have to be invited
It's
now?
you don't have to be invited. It's an open place.
I know.
It's
I need a
place.
private invitation from you.
Oh.
If you're gonna go on my boat, I want to go in your sauna.
Yeah, it's a yacht. It's not a boat.
Right.
It's not my sauna. You have to get hold of Lucas.
That's good because it's not my yacht.
What is Lucas saying? He must be. What is he saying to Chris right now?
I have no clue.
Yeah.
I'm not part of the fight. I'm not part of the fighters when it comes to that. That's like he comes up with the game plan and everything else.
And is it too late to get down there to go and be in the crowd?
Absolutely not. Nope. You can go down there. You can buy tickets online, combatfc.com. You can go right on there and buy tickets. Get
All
on
right.
it. And what you do is go through Chris's page, buy the tickets, and it gives Chris the credit.
All right.
So he makes more money.
What if you don't subscribe to UFC Fight Pass? Can you?
Then you go to Gusto's and watch it for free.
All right. It's that simple.
It's that simple.
All right.
It's just a television app, just like ESPN, UFC Fight Pass, all of them.
Okay.
It's the same thing. It's a cheap subscription. Buy it, cancel it.
What is so significant about this fight, Rex?
Oh, it's because it's a fucking. This could launch him into the UFC.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Watch where you're
Don't
going,
park
Rex. Watch where you're going, Rex.
All right, guys. I gotta let you go. I gotta get in this excavator. I got people parking right on top of the spot. I'm digging right there. I'll move it. I can move it with that thing. I don't have time.
all right, there he goes.
See you later.
Oh my God. Gee.
I'm digging over there. Come on, people. Don't you see this big machine next to your tiny little Toyota?
You know, I had somebody.
And Glenn, I was kidding. I did know that I could just walk in. So there. He's
Where?
like, that's bullshit, G. You can just go anytime. Blah, blah, blah,
Go
blah.
where? Where is he talking about?
Down there. I see it over there. That's bullshit, G. You're always welcome
Always welcome. Where?
to the Granite City.
Oh, okay.
I knew that. I just wanted a personal invitation because I'm special.
Bean.
the Mr. Bean over there. Yeah.
I've had an interesting couple of days here.
Do tell.
I had somebody say to me a few days ago, JD, do you seriously want to do this podcast live? And I'm like, I've done this live for 7 years.
Forever, yeah.
And they're like, yeah, but I mean, you're kind of
Fat.
No, that's not what I was going to say, but thank you.
You're welcome. I thought that's what you're kind of what
Well,
stupid.
Well, just kind of taking some risks
Oh.
by being live.
Well, first of all, it's aired out, so you
Right.
get to air things out. Second of all, there's a disclaimer,
Yeah.
okay? And third of all, when you don't like something, move on.
Yeah.
If you like something, you stay. So if somebody listens and they don't like it, move on. So you're safe, except for the flash curse words that pop up here and there.
Yeah. What's new with you, buddy? What can you share with us? What's happening?
Well, not much. It's just been I've been doing a lot of planting,
Okay.
a lot of gardening. If you go past my house now, I have a big island in the middle of the lawn that has tons of different plants and flowers, and I got yucca plants that are starting to bloom, and I've got trees in there and all this stuff. And I have a nice, brand new, mature hawthorn tree that's coming on Monday.
What is that?
It's a beautiful tree that blooms in the spring.
Okay.
And I had one on my dad's property when I was a kid living at home.
Yeah.
And he had this beautiful hawthorn tree right in the front. And I've always loved it. So now that I'm up here, I went to this nursery in Shelburne, and they sell big mature trees, the 15, 16, 18 feet tall, that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah. Wow.
And so they're coming Monday. You pay a pretty penny for mature trees, but I didn't care because I've always wanted one. So they're
Right.
coming Monday, and they're going to dig in my front
Really?
yard. They're going to put it in, the whole thing. And I'm asking them to leave enough room around the tree that I can also do other plants around the base. So that's going to happen Monday, and I'm very excited about that.
Wow.
Yeah, and other than that, life is life. We're going to extend the deck in the backyard so that I have more room up on the upper deck. So we're going to start working on that this summer.
Hot tub?
Actually, my lower one, I'm gonna get a hot tub. And yes, you'll be invited. We'll do it in the winter. The winter time is the best time to hot tub.
I absolutely
Hate?
will not.
You don't like hot tubs?
No.
What?
I will not get in a hot tub with you ever
Come on.
unless we're live.
We can go live, and I wear trunks.
Then I will.
When somebody is in there with me, I wear shorts.
All right.
If I'm in there by myself, once I get in, I take my shorts off, which I don't understand why I do it that way, because first of all, my backyard is private.
Sure.
And second of all, if you leave your house naked, it's legal.
Of course.
So I don't understand why I put shorts on, go down the stairs to the hot tub, and then take the shorts off when I'm in. That's kind of silly.
I won't be wearing trunks.
Oh, well, if you want to float that little ding-a-ling around, that's up to you.
Should we get into the dilemma this morning?
Oh, gosh, yes.
Here
I'm
we
ready.
go. Are you
Yeah,
ready?
I'm ready. And by the way, people, I do not know the dilemmas until he tells them.
Okay.
It's not like we prep this early.
No.
So sometimes
no-
I get caught sideswiped, and I'm like, ooh, think quick.
I have said to you, gee, you are not going to believe the dilemma.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, what is it? You're like, nope, no.
Can't
Can't.
and won't
Won't.
tell.
And shan't.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. And we're going to get advice from our relationship expert, G, this morning. JD, please ask G the next Thursday that you're with him what he has to say. My boyfriend flipped off a flagger. We were traveling through Colchester, where the construction is pretty thick. Something happened between him and the flagger, and I still don't know what it is because he won't say. but he flipped off the flagger as the flagger turned the sign to slow. Now, every morning when I'm in my commute to work, I have to see the same flagger who knows my car and gives me a dirty look. My boyfriend was only with me on that one day, and now I have to get a dirty look every day from this flagger. What say G?
Well, what I say, first of all, as far as flaggers go, is they have a really hard job.
That's
It
exactly
looks-
what I was going to say.
It looks so easy. Oh, look, they just stand there all day and turn the... There's work involved. They
I
have
was
to
just
be
gonna
able
say
to
the same thing.
communicate back and forth to their partner
Yep.
on the other side. They have to be able to watch the traffic so it doesn't get too big. They have to stay out of the way of traffic so they don't get hit.
Right.
So I commend the flaggers for the work they do because that's how we get our roads done.
Yes.
Okay. As far as what should you do because of the fact that your boyfriend was being a douche?
My God, that's what Patty just said.
What is it?
Look.
Good for you, Patty. What I would do is I've been in this situation before, actually. So I'm going to tell you what I did.
Uh-oh, wait. Are you saying that Jed flipped off a flagger?
I'm not going to say anything about anything. I'm just going to say the flagger, because a lot of flaggers are on the same spot for the project. So every time I would go by, this flagger would look at me like, oh, here comes that car again.
Oh, yes.
So what I did was,
And they remember.
oh, yeah. So what I did was, out of nowhere, I stopped at McDonald's before I went through there, and I picked up a Diet Coke for me and a regular Coke for him. But I picked up a Diet Coke, a Coke for him. And as I was going through, I came to a slow stop, rolled down the window. I said, here you go, buddy. I'm sorry for what happened X amount of days ago. And he was like, wow, thanks, buddy. And now, whenever I went past him after that, I'd do this. I'd hold the wheel, and I'd go like this, and he'd wave. So sometimes maybe a friendly cup of coffee. You don't have to explain anything because they don't have time for you to stop and talk.
Sure.
Okay, all you got to do is say, sorry for the other day, and give them a coffee or give them a soda or something, and that usually can help. If you don't feel like doing that, then just endure. Don't engage and don't get into any whatever. Just deal with it. But I would say if you want to show your appreciation, you can get them a coffee.
Yeah. Sorry for the other day. That was my douchebag
Nope,
boyfriend.
you don't have that kind of... When you're driving through, you don't have that kind of
You
time.
don't have time to add the words, that was my douchebag boyfriend?
No, because they need to focus on what they're doing. They don't have time for chat with other people unless they're redirecting traffic. So it's so much easier. You roll it down, you hold it out and say, here you go, buddy, sorry for the other day, and keep going.
No. But sorry for the other day implies that you were the one that flipped him off.
It doesn't matter
to
who
say,
flipped him off.
That
The bottom
was my
line is he
douchebag
knows,
boyfriend.
It doesn't matter. He knows the car. He has that ill feeling towards you or the person in the car. So just do that and move on. Don't engage. Don't explain. It's not necessary.
All right. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
This is how I feel.
Well, that's because you never shut up.
You've been doing all the talking.
But I'm saying out in the public. Listen, the way you would say it to the person, okay? You'd roll down your window. People, trust me, this is exactly, if his wife was here,
Yep.
she would admit it. He would roll it down and he'd be like, hey, buddy, listen.
Wait, bigger pause. Bigger pause.
The other day, was not, listen, it wasn't me. And
I can explain.
I can explain. Put your flag down, pull up a chair, and let's talk.
Let's talk.
Okay? By the time you do that, 20 cars have gone by. There's been 3 accidents, and the guy has gray hair. Keep it short and simple. All I'm saying is hand a coffee and say, sorry about the other day, buddy. I appreciate you. And just keep going.
Oh, my God. Chuck is just tuning in now. I hope God, I hope he caught that. If he missed it,
Chuck, you need to go back and watch that part that just happened because I literally talked like JD.
Well-
One sentence takes 6 hours. Yeah.
you know what you just did? You just said almost exactly what Chuck would have
I
said.
know. And when I explained it, put me on the camera. When I explained it, I did the Donald Trump thing. Listen. Because that's what you do. The other day, I was in the car with Sherilyn and you, and she asked you a question. You started answering. She goes, just spit it out. Say it. Because you're like, baby, listen.
So right.
And she and I need to be somewhere. So she finally turned around and said, will you just spit it out?
Well, I think she just drove away.
Well, do you blame her?
You know what she does? If I'm outside the car,
She leaves.
she rolls up the window
Yeah, I don't blame her.
as I'm talking.
Yeah, but you're not talking. You're breathing more than talking. You say a word and then you take 15 breaths. In the meantime, we're all like falling asleep. Jesus, you told me a story once. I had gray hair by the time it was over.
This is what I would do with the whole flagger dilemma. If you're just joining us, lady wrote in from Colchester saying that she was going through a construction zone and that her boyfriend flipped off the flagger.
Right.
For some reason. And that was, I guess, the one time that he was driving with her. Now, every morning when she goes through this construction zone, the flagger sees her car and she gets a dirty look.
Right.
And she's asking, gee,
How do I handle it?
how do I handle this?
Right.
You're saying get a cup of coffee or get a cold
Get a
drink.
soda, a cup of coffee,
water,
whatever,
cold
and
water.
just roll down your window, and as you pass them, just hand it out and say, here you go, buddy. Sorry for the other day. Have a great day, and keep going.
All right. I'm saying,
You're saying you're going to talk for 45 minutes, invite him to fucking lunch, put his pajamas on and put him to bed at nighttime, all while you're sitting there with traffic.
what,
Listen, buddy.
what I'm saying is,
Here, I have a coffee. Let me explain to you. This coffee, I don't know if you, because you also use hands. I don't know if you remember, but I was driving this car. Not me. In this seat. I didn't. Listen. Listen. I told her not to. I've had this conversation before with her. One time, and then you go into another story, and this poor guy is standing there going, can I just wave my flag, please?
or drive.
Or drive through, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chuck is saying that was perfect. by the
Right,
way.
Chuck?
Spot on.
Chuck, do you not get gray hairs waiting for him to tell one story that's simple as I went and got coffee and I came back? Period. Not JD. G.
Chuck doesn't have any hair.
I walked. I did. I walked.
Do the walk.
Walked. Over there. I did.
All I'm saying, G,
And I'm like, tell me what the fuck you did over there. And you're like, I got coffee. That's all you got to say.
okay, but here's the thing. You're saying just hand the cold drink and say,
Sorry
what?
about the other day. Have a great day.
All right. All I'm saying is, if you could just please add just a few more lines.
No.
Sorry about the other day. That was my boyfriend. That's all.
Okay, so tell me.
Blame it on the why can't you blame
Tell me in your style how you would say that.
Sorry about the other day. That was my douchebag boyfriend. Have a great day.
No, you'd never say it that fast. You're doing it now because you're consciously listening to yourself. That sentence would have made that man in a wheelchair by the time you were done. Yeah. So anyway, that's my advice.
You know what I would do? Dead serious.
You'd hit him.
I would write a letter explaining everything.
He's a stranger.
Doesn't matter. I'd hand him a coffee and a letter.
Oh, my God.
And the
3-page, 4-page? A lot of spaces in between?
There'd be a few pages. Basically, it would explain it wasn't me. It was my boyfriend, and here's why he flipped you off.
Okay.
He's having a bad day. He's having a bad go right now. He's had a rough week. Here's why he's had a rough week.
When he was born. Let's start at the beginning. And if you write letters like you speak, it would be like, dear flagger. I'm sorry. Because you got to take those pauses in between each word.
Oh my God.
And the people that are watching know this because they've heard you tell stories on the air. And they're like, God, is he ever going to get to it?
Gee, you have to paint, you have to illustrate things the way that they're supposed to be illustrated.
No. See,
Accurately.
I tell a story, and I may get sidetracked, but I keep going. You just stop. There's one time you told me a story, and I was looking at you, and like you said, that's it. And I was like, that's it?
Yeah.
What?
What are you saying, Chuck?
What? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello.
What are you saying?
What am I saying? What are you saying?
Is G even remotely in the ballpark of being right?
Well, JD, I have to say that he's spot on.
Yeah.
And it's so bad that my bald head grows gray hair.
See?
So I don't know what to do to help you.
Yeah. And by the time you're done saying that, I'm asleep.
Yeah, he's passed out. I mean, he ain't got much time left, so get to the point.
Right?
You know
I mean,
what's
God, the Grim Reaper's at my door, and JD's like, he'll have to wait because I'm not done with this 2-second story.
Yeah, I'm
that's
not
taking
done
an hour.
talking.
Yeah.
You know what's disappointing is so many people listening. No one is defending me. Except for maybe Sharon, who says poor JD.
There's nothing to defend.
There's
What
nothing to defend. I'm speaking facts here. No, poor JD, poor us. We're the ones who have to hear it.
Yeah.
In his mind,
we're airing it out.
Yeah, in his mind, he's talking normal. In our ears, we're on to 2 other topics.
Yeah, I mean,
Nope.
within the first 2 words, I already know what he's going to say. And
Yeah.
the worst part is, like, in the comments, and when it's something serious, like he's talking about his parents or it's something sad, it doesn't change. So then you really got to put up with it because you don't want to be rude.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, my God, it's heart-wrenching.
Yeah, no, I know. And a lot of times when he says something serious, by the time he's done, I'm already moved on. So I don't even take it seriously.
And it's funny, like, he doesn't take the hint when someone's, like, scratching at the paint on the wall and they're looking at the ceiling.
Eating
looking
the
at
lead off the
floor.
walls.
Yeah, chewing their fingernails.
Well,
It's
that's
like,
why-
these are all body signals.
That's why his wife turned around and said, spit it out.
Yeah, spit it out.
We're just getting a comment here from Patty who's saying, let's tell some high school stories of Chuck. I can help.
Whoa.
Yeah, you want to go there, Chuck?
That took a while. I was expecting that to happen a lot sooner.
You want to go there?
Patty, call in. We'll
I
go
don't
ahead
mind.
and say something.
I am not ashamed of anything I did in high school, but some of the females might be.
Hey, here's the bottom line. You're you, okay? And if they don't like it, too bad.
Yeah. Keep pissing
don't
me
care.
off,
I get-
Chuck. I'll put Patty on the air. And we'll
Okay. Well,
then we'll
well,
really
at
air
least
it
they'll have
out.
at least we'll have a smooth conversation.
Whoa!
Wow.
It's like Chuck and I, when we talk to each other, Chuck and I just have a conversation.
Yeah.
When we talk to you, we're like, oh, God, let me look at my phone while he's telling this story.
Let me sit down, get a cup of coffee.
Yeah,
get a
put my
snack,
feet
get
up, get a
comfortable,
massage.
Have you ever heard? Gee, have you ever heard
roll
some
a
of?
joint.
Have you ever heard some of Chuck's stories?
No.
Oh my God!
Well, Chuck's a unique fellow in his own right.
I'm telling you,
Yeah, you can say that. Everybody's unique.
I have literally fallen on the floor laughing, and I'm like, dude, you need to write a book.
Right?
It is
You know,
absolutely
I
outrageous.
don't make any of it up, dude. I've been in some weird situations. Like I say, I've been the fly on the wall for a long time.
Right.
I know a lot of shit about people. They really ought to be nice to me.
Now-
And that's what's funny, because if you've seen The Breakfast Club, that's what the janitor said to them when they were making fun of them.
Exactly.
He said, dude, you can make fun of me all you want, but I know all your secrets. I
Yeah.
see what you got in your locker. I read the notes you pass back and forth.
Yeah.
And I'm a custodian, by the way, so that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. I need you to come clean my house. Oops, too much?
I mean, we're talking to a guy this morning who was born at Central Vermont Medical Center.
Oh, that poor
And
guy.
within seconds of coming out of the womb, was thrown in the back of a van and traveled across the country, umbilical cord still
At
attached
toe. Umbilical cord in tow.
in the back of a van and driven to California.
Oh, it's Texas.
Texas, same thing.
How was that ride, Chuck? Did you enjoy it?
I don't know. I don't remember it.
All right,
but
I
I know
was-
the van. I know the van caught on fire at some point, and they had to bum money for a plane ticket back to Vermont.
This is not a joke.
I know. I
No,
know.
it's dead serious.
He's an infant in the back of a van that's on fire in Texas. with two parents who don't have a dime to themselves, and they're screwed.
Yeah.
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 They were wannabe hippies. They caught the end of the hippie age.
And when I say to you, G, that we are barely scratching the tip of the iceberg
Right,
here,
right.
I mean it.
Right. Yep.
Isn't that right, Chuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got some juicy ones. They're all true. I mean, everybody's got stories.
Oh,
but,
gosh, yes.
But I just I don't know. I guess mine seem to be funnier. I don't know. I don't get it. But hey,
It's the
everybody likes to
delivery,
hear it.
Chuck. It's the delivery.
That's what it is. Yeah, I'm
Because
pretty
if
good
you
at
turn
that,
around
yeah.
and say, you know, I was born and then I was put in the back of a van and we drove to Texas and I don't remember any of it, but that's boring. But when you say it, it's the way you say it makes it funny.
Yeah, my one of my godparents was a gay gentleman. That was my first experience with having a male influence, and taught me a lot from that gentleman. And
Right.
I am grateful that he was in my life. It's too bad he's not around anymore, but that's a whole nother story too. You know, I miss that man quite a bit.
Yep. I noticed you qualified him as gay.
Well, I wanted to point out the fact, because there's a lot of homophobics out there, and there's no need to be. I mean, I was taught how to be a man from someone that some people would say isn't, which
Right.
is wrong.
Nope.
And I like to throw that out there a lot because
Right.
the stigmata is just awful.
Oh,
around it.
absolutely. And you know, it's so funny because they sit there and they say, you know, the gay people are throwing their gayness in our face and it's pissing us off.
No.
But at the same time, the straight people are throwing straightness in the gay people's face and trying to convert them straight. So, you know, you can't blame one or the other. Everybody has their own opinions, but
you've got these straight people now that are, I wanted a girl, so I'm going to turn my boy into a girl. I
Right.
don't know. It's just crazy stuff.
right. And the bottom line is, if you just accept each other and stop qualifying them, stop
Right.
saying, oh, there's Bill, he's gay. Why don't you just say, oh, there's Bill? Who cares who he's sleeping with?
That's true, you know, and you're right. And we all got that bad habit. You
Yeah.
describe people that way. It's a bad thing, you know.
I mean, they say, oh, these two guys shouldn't be kissing on the street. That's disgusting. Well, how do you think the gay people feel when they see a guy with his hand
don't-
up a girl's skirt and kissing her in public?
I don't like seeing public display of anything like
Right.
that. I mean, I don't care if they're beautiful people, gay people, or ugly people. Go home.
Right.
Do that.
No, I hear that. I understand. So how have you been there, buddy?
I've been good. I'm good. I'm gonna want to try to come by next Thursday if that's okay.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, let's let JD back in. It is his show.
It's not okay with me.
Is he still there? Oh shit!
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was still
I
there.
thought this was going to be a different show now, but apparently JD's jumping back in.
You see all these blabbermouths here, they just take a deep breath and just run their gums.
But you
And
notice how much we got said in a short period of time where we would have been
Right.
still here waiting for the first
Exactly.
sentence.
can't get a word in
And you
there
get-
twice.
And you get plenty of ratings because of our rant, so I'd be quiet and enjoy it.
That's right.
For free.
Chuck, you're not welcome in here. I don't want you in the studio. I don't want you.
Ah, okay.
Chuck, if you
Well, then
can,
I'll be out front with the moon. Right against your
Chuck,
window.
if you come next week, let me know. Text me and let me know, so I'll bring you one of my famous cappuccinos.
Oh, I want to try one of those magic drinks you're always talking about.
Oh, I can do that too. But then if you got to go to work, you're going to be in trouble.
He's sipping on one right now.
Oh man, I don't know about that.
You know, it's
All
funny.
Right.
Let's say why for your inflammation.
Yes, for my inflammation and my migraines. Let's say that.
Okay.
I have
why,
no
why I want to?
I have no inflammation. I have no migraine, but I take it anyway.
Chuck,
Gotcha.
Chuck,
Okay.
thank you for your beautiful insight this morning to everything.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. Love you, pal.
Yeah, and when hey, are you cutting me off?
Nope,
No,
you're here.
no, never.
I want to talk about a couple different things when I come on the show next week. So that's okay. I think you know what I'm talking about, JD.
Oh, I hope it has nothing to do with the fact that I stayed overnight at your house last Saturday night.
Uh-oh.
Well, we'll bring that up for sure. But no, it's about the people in my neighborhood.
Oh.
yes.
Now I'm intrigued.
Oh, wait till you hear this. Gee.
I'm intrigued.
Oh yeah,
That's-
it's juicy, dude.
That's couch time. You need to sit down in the studio for that.
Yes. That's what he
Yeah.
said. He said next week.
It has to. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, I want to, and I want to bring it to people's attention so maybe something can change.
All right.
All right.
All right.
That's
All
a
right.
good
Love you guys.
teaser.
All
Love
right,
you
buddy.
too. We'll talk to you later.
There he is. Chuck. God, love
The
Chuck.
man, the myth,
The
the,
man, the myth.
legend.
Brian Wilson died from the Beach Boys.
Okay.
Amazing. 82 years old. I mean,
Wow.
This is one of the most prolific songwriters I think of possibly all time.
Yeah.
I mean, the band is saying he was the heart and the soul of the Beach Boys, but 82 years old. I mean, he had lots of illness, mental illness,
Right.
and drug addiction. I mean, those guys did some really hard drugs.
Well, it was the 70s.
Whew. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So the music community is really weighing in on that. I mean, everyone is talking out about that.
Right.
Father's Day is Sunday.
Sunday. Yes.
Now you're a father to how many kids?
4.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
I'm like a rabbit.
what?
I'm surprised Jed's not pregnant.
What's
Sleep with me once, you carry a child.
what's this is a big weekend.
Yes.
Today Sunday is Father's Day.
Yep.
Today is Sherilyn's birthday.
Yep. I remember that.
Absolutely not going to give any more details about her age or anything
Yeah.
like that. Or
She doesn't want people to know she's 94 years old.
no.
Okay.
No.
You like them older.
But what's going to happen at your house on Sunday on Father's Day?
Oh, we might be doing some planting. Maybe Jed will throw something on the grill. But all my kids are all out and about everywhere, so I don't get to see them as much.
Okay. Will
Some of them are by choice.
okay. Will anybody come to the house? I mean,
No, my neighbors might come over for a barbecue. Why, you want to come over for a barbecue?
no, it's just wondering. I mean,
I was going to say, if you guys want to pop over, we're doing nothing.
here's the other thing.
Yep.
This weekend is Vermont Days, which means free state park entrance and free fishing. You don't need a fishing license to go fishing. And there's a huge fishing festival up in Grand Isle this weekend.
Yeah,
So-
there's nothing about what you just said that excited me. Jed would love it.
Yeah.
Jed would be like, ooh, fishing, yeah. Me, no, not so much. As a matter of fact, the last time Jed went fishing and took me, he had to bring me one of those hats that had the nets.
Yes.
Because I just stand there while he does all the fishing, and I end up getting bitten all the time by black flies. So now I won't go with him unless I have something to drink, some snacks, and a hat with net on it so that I don't get bit.
So what you're saying is you're just ever so slightly kind of high maintenance.
I'm very high maintenance. And
I'm
I
not-
know that.
Yeah.
Okay. But, like Chuck, I had an interesting passed with my parents, and I was not a happy child because of the way I was treated and stuff. So as I got older, by the time I graduated high school, because high school was a little bit of a challenge too, but by the time I got out of high school, I had made a conscious decision. It was almost like the day after my graduation. I made a conscious decision that I was worth more than how I felt growing up. And so I decided, you know what? I'm worth more than that, and I've let too many people make me feel less than that. And that's where I developed the personality of, look, I'll be kind, I'll be generous, I'll be sweet, but screw me once. I don't give you that second chance.
Yeah.
Okay, I get very direct, and sometimes I get very hurtful. So I tell people, don't ask me an opinion if you don't want the truth. Okay, even Lee, my ex-wife, she used to say, how does this shirt look? I'm like, it looks like shit. And she'd be like, okay, cool. And she'd take it off, because she knew if she asked, she was going to get the bare naked truth.
And I love that about you.
So, well, I'm not
and
trying.
you
And
know,
I even say to people when I
nobody
answer
does
them,
that anymore.
but
No
when I
one does
answer
that.
them and tell them something, I say, I'm not trying to be insulting. Okay, I try to let them know that, but then they like, well, you didn't have to be. All right. Like the other day, I said something and somebody got upset, and I said, I apologize. And they said, yeah, but you'd have to understand. I said, excuse me. I said, I apologize. There's nothing further I can do. And but the only thing, I said, you know what? This conversation's done. Because if you apologize genuinely to somebody and they keep going on what you did, end the conversation and just move on. Don't get into a fight about it.
Boy, that's not easy to learn to do.
No, it took years. It took years. I mean, I graduated when I was 18, and I'm 62 now. So that gives you an idea how many years it takes. You know, my first ex-wife is also my friend. She was up last weekend. She spent last weekend at Jed and my house because she was visiting her son and her granddaughter. And she said to me, it took you a while, but you got there. She says, because you're really different than when I knew you. So... Two ex-wives.
Wives.
Yeah.
And then a husband.
Yes. And that's why I said if Jed were to pass early, I would never get married again. I'd fool around like a rabbit, but I would never get married again.
Would you flirt with me more than you already do?
I flirt with you even in front of Jed.
Yeah. Tell everyone. Air it out. What is our embrace like?
Oh, God. First of all, we do that embrace like we haven't seen each other forever. Okay? And it's tight. It's not one of those you know the way guys come up to a guy and they're like, hey, how's it going? They give a quick. Yeah. No. Our embraces go minutes.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, your hand grabs my butt.
How many times does that happen?
Every time. And I respond with my hand on your butt. So when we do it in public, people are like, oh, look at that couple over there. No. Friends with benefits.
Friends with an occasional
grab.
Ass grab.
Yeah.
Grope.
Yeah. Men do it to women all the time. They hug their girl or whatever, and they grab her ass right in public.
Sure. That's just weird, JD. I don't understand you. There's something wrong with you.
And this is where you get to say the answer that I will say. It's really none of your business.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's really none of your business. I'm me, you're you. I won't tell you how to think if you don't tell me how to think.
Other things going on this weekend.
Yes.
There's a car show at Farmway.
Antique?
Which I forgot about.
Is it antique?
Yes. Yes.
Nice.
I believe, don't quote me, but I think there's also a car show over at Tractor Supply in Bradford, I believe. But Farmway, of course, in Bradford.
Down Route 2.
Yes, right here.
Down Route 2. There's always a flea market on the left-hand side in the big field. I mean, you're going past Worcester, you're going down towards, you're heading towards Burlington. And on Route 2, there's a huge field on the left going
out of Waterbury? Out of Waterbury.
Yeah, that big field where they have this show. Is that flea market open now?
I believe so. Yeah, You're talking about Forest Field.
Sure. Let's go with that.
Route 2 out of Waterbury? Heading towards Burlington.
Yes.
Heading west.
Yes.
Okay.
Because they always make the lanes difficult to drive through because they got people for parking, and you park on the grass, and then there's the big
Yes.
flea market.
Yes.
Is that
Yes.
open anymore? Maybe I'll go there on Sunday.
Becky's gonna find out for us.
Please, because
right now.
maybe I'll go there Sunday for Father's Day.
Linda's saying yes. Becky is Googling it right now. Patty is saying Farsfield. She's agreeing with me. Let's see. Oh, before I forget, yes. Central Vermont Cars and Coffee. They're having their Father's Day car show Sunday, this coming Sunday,
Right.
Father's Day.
Right.
Begins at 9 a.m. over at the Aspen Dental parking lot.
Okay, over here.
Right here.
Okay.
Right by Price Chopper.
Is it antiques or just regular
and,
cards?
And it's everything, but there's a lot of antiques there. But it's everything. I mean, you'll see some tricked out, very modified modern cars and
Nice.
stuff with the lifts, the air shocks.
Maybe
and all
I'll
that
stop there on my way to the field.
I'm hoping to go to that one. So
Why don't you go to that one? Bring Lily and Sherilyn. Why don't you go to that one, and then we'll go to the field, and we'll just spend an afternoon.
Because my 76 has been in the shop, but it just got out.
No,
of the,
we can go to look.
No, it just got out of the shop last night.
Okay.
So I'm going to pick it up today.
Okay.
So I'm hoping to be on Father's Day. Is that supposed to be what I want to do?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Are you sure about that?
Yes. Father's Day is, Mother's Day, they get treated and pampered, which they deserve to be because women are amazing.
Yes.
Okay. But on Father's Day, for those fathers, because there are deadbeats out there that say, well, it's Father's Day, it's my day. Yeah, where's your kid? Oh, I never see him. Screw you. Okay. What I'm saying is,
Amen.
we're picking these days to celebrate these people. So if we're going to celebrate Mother's Day and treat her like a queen, because that's what she is, okay, then we should be treated like a court jester, because that's what we are, and be taken wherever we want to go or do whatever we want to do.
Will I or will I not get the Blackstone griddle?
From whom?
Sherilyn and Lily.
Which Blackstone? The flat one?
Yeah, just the regular outdoor Blackstone.
The big one, right?
The Blackstone grill. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have one of those?
I've been asking for it for 100 years.
Jed has 3 different grills, and you don't have the Blackstone? You want me to pick it up for you for Father's Day?
Would you talk?
I would.
Would you seriously? Would you
I
talk?
would.
Would you talk to Sherilyn?
I'm going to do that right after I'm done with this show.
What do I need to do? Go buy it myself?
Buy it yourself. But use her account.
Okay, I can do
Okay,
that. Yeah.
and buy it yourself and put it in the back, put a bow on it and say, Sherilyn, oh my God, what is this? Did
Yeah.
you get me this? And just be all excited, give her a big kiss and a thank you.
Yeah.
So she can look at you and say, F off.
Yeah. I got to tell you, speaking of Sherilyn, there's a couple. Can we do what burns my ass? Because there's
Absolutely.
a couple of things here that just
Absolutely.
really, really got me. Here's what burns my ass, and then I want you to, and then you need to go.
Yep. No, I don't need to.
First of all, just question, just yes or no. Do you have something that burns your ass?
Always.
Okay. Here's what burns my ass. Sherilyn is like, and I don't mean to be picking on her because it's her birthday. I've been hearing for the last couple of years, oh my God, I cannot believe that you don't have Google Pay, Google Wallet on your phone. What's the matter with you? Nobody uses their credit card anymore.
Agreed.
Nobody uses cash anymore.
Agreed.
You need to have the Google Wallet on your phone.
Agreed.
That's it. I'm downloading it. Give me your phone. She takes it and she downloads it on my phone.
Yep.
And she's like, here you go, asshole. Now, every time you go somewhere,
Take out your phone and click.
yeah, and stop worrying about stuff.
That's what I
where's
do.
My wallet is too tight
Yep.
in my pants. Blah, blah. She's like, stop. Just stop it.
Yep. I have Google Pay.
So I do that.
Yeah.
Okay, she's got it on the phone. She shows I looking at it. She's explaining to me how to scan it and all this stuff. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I understand.
Yep.
Trying to get up with the times.
Yep.
I'm crossing the lake. I go over to the Grand Isle Ferry.
Uh-huh.
Is my wallet with me, G?
No.
Am I worried about the fact that my wallet's not with me?
No.
Because I have the
Google Pay.
Thank you. I go up to the terminal. How many cars are behind me waiting?
Tons.
I get up to the gate. I would like a ticket for the ferry.
Right.
She's like, $12.25, please. Hand her the phone. I'm sorry, we don't take Google Pay.
Yep. Yep.
That's what burns my ass.
Well, here's the question I have for you. Why didn't you have your wallet anyway?
Forgot it.
I always had my wallet in my purse. I just used my phone.
I forgot it.
Yeah, well.
You know, and I have a friend who carries a $50 bill.
Yeah.
Underneath the seat of his car all the
Right,
time.
for emergencies.
For emergencies.
Right.
And he's yelling at me. He's like, why are you not doing that?
Right.
And I'm like, that's it. That's happening now.
I do the same thing. Now, it's a different denomination. But I do the same thing. And you'd have to rip my car apart to actually find it, and you'd never find it.
I want to say to you,
Yep.
and I want to say to everyone else,
Yep.
but especially to you,
Yep.
if anything were to happen to me unexpectedly, if I
Right.
were to get an accident or drop dead from a heart attack,
Yep.
there's a 50 inside the under part of my seat.
I should get that before the wife?
Get that before anyone else does.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay?
And this way, she won't sell the vehicle and give them the 50 at the same time.
Thank
Perfect.
you.
You know what burns my butt?
What burns it? It's not butt.
What burns my ass? You know what burns it?
What is it?
Exactly what happened this morning when I got here.
What happened?
I pulled in, and there was 2 parking spaces, and a guy in a big black truck decided because he owns a truck, he's going to take up both goddamn spots. Okay, and that burns my ass because there's other people in this world except for yourself.
Not if you have a huge truck. If you have a big truck, you park anywhere you want.
That's
buddy.
not true because I had a nice.
no, it is
big,
true.
No, it's not because I
It's
had
true.
It is not. I had a big truck and it was tricked out and everything, and I still stayed in my damn lane. My God, there's other people in the world. I gave you those cards for parking.
Yes.
I have to reorder because I've gone through 2 packs of them.
What do they say?
And they say something like, learn to park. What did it say? You need to learn to park because you're parking like an ass or something like. I don't remember what it was. But it's a big orange card with black lettering.
Yeah.
And I put it in the windshield of people who park like jackasses.
All right, but you see, you're
Sometimes I want to put my phone number on it so they can call me up and yell at me.
you're blowing the whistle here, buddy.
I don't care.
Because now, if anyone gets one of these cards,
it's from me.
they're going to know it's from you.
And y'all can come down here and protest with picket signs. You know, I saw a comedian says, why would I want to, 1, get a marker, 2, get a piece of cardboard, squat down and write these letters, and then attach it to a stick.
Yeah.
And then I got to take that stick and that cardboard in the back of my car
Yeah.
to go pick it and go, I don't like this. I don't. So if you see one of those and you get pissed, unite together and come here and pick at me.
What number are we on the drink?
10.
Show
and
it.
I've only
Show it.
we're number 10, and I only have drank this much so far.
You know what burns my ass?
What?
Can I do one more?
Yeah.
It's so simple. It's so streamlined and simple. Just when you say hello to someone, and they don't say hello back,
Right.
or they don't even acknowledge you.
Right. Or you smile and they just keep walking.
How many times have you passed someone on the street, or you're at the grocery store or whatever, and you walk up and you say hi, and they go just like this?
Yep. You know what I do when that happens, right?
Totally. Can you just say hi back?
Mm-hmm.
You don't even have to smile, but just
Right.
acknowledge. Just say hi back.
Yeah. You know what I do when that situation happens?
Oh, Lord, help me.
Like if I'm going somewhere, I'm like, how's it going? And they keep walking. And I'm like, good, I'm fine too. Thank you for asking. That's what I do. That's what I do.
Do you say thank you for asking, asshole? Or
No, I don't use the word asshole. I just say, I just continue the conversation. Or if somebody's holding the door and I say, thank you as I walk in, And they don't say anything back. I'm like, you're welcome. So that they know what they should have said.
You know what Sherilyn said to me when we were just getting ready to meet up with you and Jed to go out for dinner?
Right.
This is what she said.
Yep.
Serious. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Just like this. Oh, God, I hope we get a good server.
Oh, she liked that server.
I'm so nervous.
She liked that server, too. Wasn't she hitting on him or something?
Oh, big time.
Oh, yeah.
What was his name? Alejandro or something?
I don't know.
Like
She and I were fighting for the same guy.
that?
I was like, well, damn.
Oh, my God.
I hope they don't deport him.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
I just want to take us out this morning on a happy note.
I didn't get another burn your ass.
There's not that much more that burns my ass.
I
buddy.
got one.
Do you seriously
Yes.
have another one?
Yes.
Please.
You know what burns my ass? And
Take it away.
people like Becky and everybody, they're all going to say yes. What burns my ass is
Becky doesn't burn your ass.
No. She's going to agree with me. What burns and I have two adults living with me, my husband and my brother. My brother lives downstairs, and then we have the upstairs. Okay? What burns my ass is I go in the kitchen, and I clean the whole kitchen, and I wipe all the counters down twice, because I wipe and then I dry the whole thing. I do the floors, I clean the refrigerator face, the microwave, everything. And once the kitchen is spotless, not only 2 seconds later, either my brother or Jed come in, they make a sandwich, they put it on their paper plate, they leave, I walk in the kitchen, crumbs everywhere.
Do the crumbs again.
Crumbs everywhere, okay? And I'm like, people, I just clean on the floor, on the counter, on the cutting. There's stains on the cutting board because nobody wiped it. That burns my ass. No respect.
Yeah.
All right, now where are we going out?
I just want to. I just want to. Just close.
And there you have it.
I want to close out on a happy note this morning.
Okay.
It's Thursday. Rex is going to be with me tomorrow and Friday. I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be amazing. But I just want to go out this morning on a kind of a serious note that when I was at the terminal at the ferry trying to get across the lake, I was headed over to Peru High School to meet with a bunch of amazing kids over there, and who are podcasting, and they brought me in on their podcast called The Fish Perspective. The lady was like, "Nope, can't take the Google Pay, sorry," and I'm like, she's like, "There's an ATM over here." I'm like, "I don't have my wallet, I don't have my card on me." She's
Right.
like, "Sorry, you're out of luck. Go right over here and turn around and you can head out."
Yep.
And I'm like, how do I get over to New York? And she's like, you got to drive around the top of the lake, which is an extra hour and a half.
Yep.
And I'm like, can I give you some collateral? Can I give you something? I'm coming back. Can I? She's like, no exceptions. Sorry. Come on. we got to move.
Andale.
We got a lot of cars behind us now. I'm freaking out here.
Right.
I can't be late.
Right. They're expecting you.
So I'm like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go down. I'm going to go down the road. And there's nothing up there, by the way.
I know.
The aisles. There's nothing up
I
there.
know.
I'm like, I'm going to go find a store, a gas station somewhere. I might have to drive 15 miles. And when I find it, I'm going to buy something with my Google Wallet.
Uh-oh.
And then I'm going to get cash back.
Right.
So I can get on the ferry.
Right.
Driving. Now I'm really late.
Right.
Finally find a mobile station. Go in there, and I'm like, if I buy something, can you give me cash back? Nope. we don't do cash back here. And I'm like, it's not like an emergency or anything, like I'm going to miss the birth of my child.
Right.
Okay. But I'm like, you got to be kidding me, man. So I get out to my car. I got the window down. I'm on the phone. And I'm calling the guy that I'm supposed to be meeting over in New York. And I'm explaining to him what I'm like. I'm so embarrassed. You're not going to believe what's happening. I'm here, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, well, JD, I don't know what to tell you.
Really?
I don't know what to tell you. You got to figure it out. You got to figure it out. I'm like, there's nothing to figure out here. I'm screwed. I'm dead in the water.
Right.
I got to drive around the top of the lake. By
Right.
the time I get there, it's going to be over. I'm going to miss it. I'm done.
Right.
And I'm on the phone. There's a guy parked next to me. He's got his windows down in his car, too. He's listening to what I'm saying.
Right.
I look, and this guy gets out of his car, and he walks over to me. And he's like, I'm eavesdropping on you. I hear what you're saying, what's going on. Opens up his wallet, pulls out a 20,
Nice.
and hands it to me and says, You're late. Get on the boat.
Nice.
And I'm like, wow, man.
That's the way people should be.
God,
Yep.
that never happens.
Did you get his address so you
Oh,
could
yeah.
send him the money?
Oh, yeah.
Did you send him the money? Oh, no.
I haven't sent it to him yet, but you can bet your bare white ass that I'm going to.
Well, I would have expected you to do that afternoon.
Well,
But that was kind.
isn't that amazing?
Very nice, yes. I like hearing stories like that because it gives me hope that maybe there are some people out there
Yeah.
that are not thinking about themselves,
Sure.
but just making sure they can make the world a better place.
Yeah.
You know, I was walking my dog and somebody was working on their garden and I said to them,
Yeah.
that looks really nice. It's coming along. And they were like, oh, thank you. That made my day. Sometimes it's nice just to be nice.
Yeah, right. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send him 2 20s.
Nice.
I'm going to send him 20, and then I'm going to send him another 20 and say, you know, if you're ever, this is for the next person that you see that needs something. Give him this other 20.
Right.
But the other 20 is for you.
Right.
I don't know. Thank you for coming in.
Either
here,
that or
Chief.
you can give him the 20 and put a Dunkin' Donut card in there. Gift card.
See, that's now
So
you're
he can-
talking.
so now he gets a 20 and his interest on his money that he gave you gets him
Yes.
a $10 Dunkin' Donut where he can get coffee.
And a big long letter explaining.
Oh my God, no!
Explaining why I was so thankful.
That letter's going to be 10 pages. Hell no!